started. So do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do in the band?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Qrrl. It's like butter with a Q, and I do vocals and guitar in the Muslims.
Cool. How did you kind of get into music and get started with the Muslims?
Yeah, I mean, I got into music actually pretty young. Uh, it was like someone in my family that gave me like this little shitty ass little keyboard, and I would just like write all these random songs on it with like two keys, and but I got into music really young. But the Muslims actually formed at um, uh, 2017. It was like the beginning of 2017. I reached out to our drummer Farah and was just like, election news. I'm full of rage. Either I'm going to just start assaulting people at random, or I need to start a punk band. And he's like, let's do a punk band. so yeah.
Nice, nice. So it was kind of in response to that election and just kind of the results of all of that stuff.
Yeah, but also like growing up Muslim, I had always, listening to punk and rock and like alt music, I was always like, I want to see myself. Like I want to hear music that relates to me. I want to see someone rocking out and saying all the shit that that I want to say. So it had been a thought for a long time, but definitely the 2016 election was like, it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, that's it. This is what the fuck this country deserves. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it.
absolutely. And I mean, punk is a great genre for that too. Like, I mean, we've talked a lot about how, this scene, from its inception until now, people still believe that it's just this predominantly white cis majority, but
Yep.
really need to take a look at who was around when it got started. It was much more colorful than what people are inclined to believe, but all these stories have been erased.
Yeah, absolutely, race. I mean, and we were just tweeting about that. Because with this single that we put out, we really took a jab at this like super, literally took a jab at this super like, you know, white cis dude, macho ass. I'm gonna piss everybody off, and that's what punk is.
Yeah.
Kind of history, because I'm like, I'm really here for destroying all the icons, all the problematic icons, and uplifting people that actually, inspired punk, that actually really paved the way for folks like us to be out here, and just try to like knock all the other folks down a peg. So
Yeah. I feel like that's
yeah.
what your band is known for. Like we were just talking about how much we love like your social media and like just like this whole like satirical standpoint that you have to talk about these issues. Like it just works so well for you guys. Like it's just
Yeah.
love it. Like we were just talking about when you announced that you were going to have the album like April 1st, and then it was like April 2nd, and then it turned into this like long running joke of memes and comments and all of these different things. And then the single came out.
Right, and theories and gaslighting.
Like
Right.
everyone, like our friends that like
I
we
mean,
didn't even know listened to you were commenting. Like everyone was just getting in on it.
I know I had it was really funny because we had been building up to it, through the process of this signing. And we're like, okay, obviously we need to push the date. It was like, what if we didn't push the date? So I'm just like, what if we instead just like made a fake album cover, put it out there, which I think I did like maybe a couple weeks before. I was like, let me get on this Photoshop and make a fake album cover real quick. And
Oh my
I
god.
was like, making a Facebook event. I'm gonna drop a fake link. Let's just put out all the things. And we had a blast. I mean, we had people like reaching out to us like after midnight when it was supposed to be hitting stream platforms, and definitely like on April 1st, just being like, are y'all good? Or like,
Is this a thing? Like,
a lot of people in our DMs like, we just want to make sure you're okay. And I had drafted some like generic responses. I was like, all right, these are like the 5 things we're gonna say back. It's gonna be like, good question. Like that was just like good question, or like more updates soon, or what album?
Oh my gosh. And then you had like
What
an
album?
article written about it. Like everyone's like, where is this album? Like Punk Black had like retweeted like
Oh my God. They're like, what is going on? I'm like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. So first it was like, we're just gonna be like, let's just delay it by not responding. And then we're like, let's lean all the way in and just fucking gaslight. Like, I don't know what you mean. What album? Just
You must be mistaken.
there was
right. We never tweeted about an album. We were like sharing screenshots like, yes, you did. Like, I don't know where you got that.
Like, are you okay?
Right. Are you fine?
We're gonna start like a support group for everyone waiting for this music to come out.
Right. Monks gaslit by the Muslims. Oh my God.
I love it. I love it.
It was great. You know, but it's also like, you know, our presence, like how we are online is just like, you know, people are like, are you branding? You're branding. It's like, this is just literally who we are. This is just how we're just like super goofy. We literally talk to each other like this. Like, it's really, really funny.
Oh yeah.
We're just like very goofy people.
Yeah, we shared the post for like the single and the music video, and I don't know who does your social media account, and they're like, thanks for sharing, it was so fucking dope flipping everyone off in that video.
Yeah, that was me. that was me responding and also flipping off everyone. It was so great. And then, you know, what was really fun is like, you know, we knew we were going to get all of this backlash, but the backlash was like, it was almost like chef's kiss kind of perfect. Like, it was like, could you have asked for better haters? Like, we're literally getting dudes quite literally named Chad with like American flag backgrounds being like, you know, it's just like, this
You're
is
like, this is almost
wearing
perfect. Like
American flag backgrounds, wearing all camo,
holding
a fish,
cop shades on, and they're just like, politics
probably like a monster in the corner, like, you know, with the like bro tank, you know.
Yeah. Literally people who like made their account like, you know, 24 hours ago being like, as a longtime fan, like, sir, get out of here with that. It's just, it was great. It was really great.
I love that. Yeah, it was awesome. The song is great, the video is amazing, and everyone looked like they had such a great time filming it, and I'm sure it's great. I mean, you're signed to Epitaph now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
How'd that all happen? Like,
yeah. So, you know, last year, I think us, like pretty much every other band was like, okay, 2020 is an L. We're just gonna write this off. Like, we're not gonna be able to, you know, because when everything first popped off, it was like, okay, maybe we could still book our like tour and things like that. Then it became very clear that like we wouldn't be able to do that stuff. So we were just like, all right, we're still put out our album April 1st. You know, we put out Gentrified Chicken and just kind of laid low. We laid low. We didn't really have rehearsed much. You know, we were like social distancing from each other. She was just really wild and crazy. And then when we started plotting out what we were going to be doing for this year, we got a DM from someone at Epitaph just being like, hey, checked out like your song Punch Nazi and your last album. We really dig it. Well, you know, are y'all chatting with labels? Do you want to chat? And to be honest, like I didn't respond for like a couple days because when I first saw it, I was like, trash. I was like, this is spam. Come on. Because we had gotten hit up like previously. There's always someone being like, hey, if you really want to unlock your whatever or promote this or like we're a bit, you know, it's like we get a lot of bullshit from real people and from bots. And so, you know, if we get like offers sometime, especially through DM, we're just a little like, that's us. So, and then finally, you know, and then also the other half was like, do we actually even want to sign to a label? Like that was not our goal. Not for any like, you know, crunchy purist punk politics of like fuck labels or anything, but just because we were like, we're just here to have fun. We just like, it's a thing that we say to each other, like before shows, navigating any conflict. We're like, listen, we're here because like we love each other, we enjoy this, we love like making this country music, and we're here for as long as it's fun, and once it's not, we're done. Like, and that was our jam. So we weren't really sure if we wanted to do that, but we did hop on the phone and just hear them out, which was actually like really great. I'm glad we did this. Uh, because coming into it, I think like most people were like, music industry is sexist, flaming hot trash. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. You're not gonna tell me what the fuck to say. You're not gonna tell me how to fuck to dress. You don't own my soul. You don't own my music. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like, that's literally how so we're like, let's hear them out. Let's see. And then we got on the phone with all these folks. We got on a Zoom call with all these folks, and they were just so fucking real and so chill. Honestly, like, that's what really won us over, is that like, we're like, hey, we have questions for you. What the fuck do you want from us? And they're like, great question. How much of our soul are you trying to get here? And they were just like hella real, hella dope. We got to chat with, Brett, who's just like, hey, listen, I get it. You guys are probably like, satanists, fucking socialist commies. And I'm over here capitalist with a label. We're like, that's correct. But they were super dope. And the team has been super dope. The experience has really been awesome. Shout out to Brando. That's our homie from Epitaph. Yeah. It's been really sweet.
That's awesome. Yeah, like we saw the announcement and we were like kind of surprised by it, just because like you don't think that like these are the bands that major labels are going to sign, and they had just signed the Linda Lindas like a month ago, or maybe over a month ago. And now they signed you, and we're like, is this the step, is this the first kind of like step into like inclusion and, these labels, these major labels really looking at diversity and, these bands that people are listening to but are getting skipped over.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, let's be fucking real here. I think the the pushes from younger folks, the pushes from social movements, and particularly the pushes from Black folks in this country have really forced people to open their eyes and reckon with their shit, and reckon with the way that like moving in these really automated ways or leaning towards neutrality are always going to lean towards power. So it's always going to lean towards dudes. It's always going to lean towards whiteness. It's always going to lean towards whoever's in power, And I think like, through that process, because we also asked Epitaph, we're like, how many other Black bands or brown bands are on your fucking label, And they're like, all right, listen, like, how white is your roster, and they kept it really real with us, and again, like, more than anything, it's like, it's the honesty, it's the sincerity that we appreciate. Like, everybody's got their fucking growth edges, and I appreciate that Epitaph is, trying to do right, making the right moves, giving a spotlight to bands that have historically never gotten it. I was just talking about this with, Def, with their album, like, it's just like all these bands that just get erased through history because they're not fitting the mold of being, angry macho white dudes. And it's just, it's really cool to see folks being like, all right, bet we have to change this, and ultimately, I think also it's part of what moved us to it is because I'm like, this actually is one of our beliefs, that Black and brown artists, Black and brown punks deserve access, deserve resources, deserve to get signed. And we'd be stoked as fuck if any of the bands that we like were getting signed. Like, that's pretty sweet. So we moved forward with it. Like, all right.
Absolutely. I think
and one of our conditions was like, we get to write a song called Fuck Epitaph. And they were like, all right. So coming in the pipeline.
I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, I think, I mean, having you on the label and like your songs and the messages and stuff, it's going to be a wild ride of a time, but like, it's going to be super entertaining, and it really is going to spark those conversations and just hopefully open people's eyes who, just still aren't either aware or, don't want to have those conversations, like whatever it is. Like,
no, totally.
It's kind of the spark that kind of just starts all that.
Absolutely. I mean, and that was the thing that we noticed also, is we're like, oh, this makes sense that so many of these like followers on Epitaph's label are just fucking swamp dwellers. Like, yeah, because you know that they've got these like, you know, classic trailblazing white bands, you know. And so you just have a lot of those folks. But I think we, you know, us coming out here definitely did piss off all the right people, excite all the right people, pull in all the right people. And you know, we're like, I am a troll. Like our band, we are trolls. If there was a religion called troll that we could subscribe to, I would absolutely be a follower because we're trolls. So we fucking love it. We're enjoying it. It's comical. We got good screenshots and good conversation happening. Good kikis about all the haters. One guy was like, about the song, he was like, was this recorded in a toaster?
Oh God.
Sorry. What does that mean? I was like, bro, that's mad goofy. That is golden content. I might put that on a t-shirt. But so we love it. Our biggest thing is just like, even if we're not individually phased, like that type of like Islamophobia and racism and like homophobia and sexism, like literally from all fucking sides, getting all this hate is, I'm like, what we hope is that like our community, punk, and broader, is just not gonna let that shit stand, because like even though we are not phased, we don't want our fans, we don't want people with shared identities to go online and see this type of like fucked up hate, because you never know what the impact's going to be on others. So it's been really dope seeing people just like get on there and shut them down, you know, and put them in their place. It's been pretty dope.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think when you made the announcement on social media, you literally said in the caption, okay, go flood their comments and like go
yes, it's like, go give a warm welcome to those dirty ass basement dwellers. Fucking dusties.
Yes. I mean, I think, you know, with punk, I mean, we're both millennials, Kanan and I, and like we still see, you know, it is kind of like that boomer generation that still has that closed-mindedness, but I really think that like the younger millennials and like the Gen Z generation is going to be the generation to just change the world, you know, just change all of this, because they're so progressive. Absolutely. They get it, you know, they just know what to do and how to take charge and, you know, just everything.
Right. I mean, and like, you know, like younger millennials, you know, Gen Z, it's like we're like, I think people really discount the fact that like we're growing up through like constant economic crisis, racial unrest all the time. This is what kids are like seeing, whether their parents are taking them out to rallies or not. They're seeing this, they're internalizing this, they're digesting this, and they're coming out so much more kick-ass on the other end, just being like, actually, this is fucked up. Or like, actually, this is wrong, you know? And I 100% agree with you. And one thing that like is a conversation that, you know, we're starting to have and we're pushing is just like, you know, so many of these icons, one, only got there because of their literal identities, where their music was trash or not, aka Johnny Rotten. But like also because it was like this like distorted definition of like what punk is like punks piss people off. Punks is like, no. Like that became the really narrow white boy definition. And it was actually just rooted in entitlement. The same way they were like, it's like, oh, we're so shocked that he came out with the MAGA shirt on. And it was like, ask any fucking black and brown punk if they're shocked that Johnny Rotten came out with a MAGA shirt on. Let's be real here. Because it was never actually about being anti-oppression. It was about being like, don't tell me what to do. Like their push against the government was like, you're not the boss of me. And it wasn't, you're not the boss of me because you're not going to be oppressing marginalized people. It's, you're not the boss of me because I'm an entitled prick. It was about just being an entitled prick. And that's the same type of like, fuck you energy they were throwing towards the government, they're now throwing it towards like trans people and queer people and women. And you know what I mean? It was like, because it was actually always about self-centered privilege entitlement. It was never actually about being anti-oppressive. And I'm like, that is not what the fuck punk is about. Like they were able to come in and distort it, but that's not what the fuck it is. And that's not what it's ever been. And I'd be damned if I don't take that hoe down multiple notches before I die. Multiple. Like, I'm just trying to be involved in every conversation that's shitting on these icons because they're garbage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, even like with this whole COVID shit and, you know, the vaccine and stuff, you still have those old punks saying, you know, I'm not going to get it because that's not the punk rock thing to do. Okay, but no, caring for people and preventing these deaths is the
Right.
punk rock thing to do, you know? Like,
Right. Punk rock is not just being
punk,
contrarian.
yeah, like, where is this thinking coming from? Like, getting it and helping others, and, you know, I mean, they've proven, you know, that it is these, like, POC communities that are getting hit the hardest. They don't have the resources to get the vaccine right now. You know, there's just all these different challenges that they're facing within itself.
Right.
And people just don't understand that. It's like, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care if you get it, you get it. It's like, no. Like,
right. It's fucking garbage. It's like punk is not being contrarian. Punk is caring. Punk is not like piss off people for the sake of pissing off people. It's like piss off the right people. Punk is punching up, not punching down. And sometimes punching across. I'm pro punching across. But like, but only if it's necessary. But like, I think, you know, the punks that I knew and that I saw were people that ran like Food Not Bombs, you know? These are like the crusties were going out here and helping communities, you know what I mean? These are the crusties that were showing up protests when they're like, oh, the cops are getting hostile. All right, time to show up and like throw shit at them, you know? Like they weren't just these entitled assholes that are like, I'm just gonna do a thing just to piss you off. You know, it's garbage. It's so garbage. But I'm really stoked about. I love where punk is right now. I love where it is, at like as a genre, as a community, as a culture. Like so much awesome stuff is taking place. So many good conversations are happening. So many kick-ass bands are being uplifted, informed all the time. Like I'm just so stoked to see all these new bands just like busting out the soil. I'm like, yes, I
there's
fucking
so many,
support
like, there's
you.
this like collective of bands that are just like killing it right now. Like Pink Shift, File, Hoity Toity, like Dollskin, like all of these different bands
Right.
are just like changing it. You know, they're changing
Absolutely.
the scene.
They're absolutely changing. I mean, and you know, like I would even challenge to say that like they're not necessarily like they're reclaiming the scene.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're not changing it. We're not like altering it from a thing that it is or originally was. We are taking it back from the bastard asses who distorted it. Like we are just taking it back. And I'm super stoked to be out here rocking with so many folks that are on the same wavelength. It's so dope. It's so dope.
It really is. It's the better side of punk. You know, once you start seeing these things and recognizing these things, it's like the message is still there, but you need to be able to take it in from people that you haven't been seeing on stage. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, totally. Absolutely. I mean, I think the culture of just like uplift, like uplift those more marginalized, you know, punch up and hand down. You know what I mean? Like lifting people is just like, that's what the fuck it's about. Like when we're at our shows, we're like inclusive moshes only. Like if you're a cis dude out here, if you're a big dude out here, be mindful, don't take up space. There are other bodies, there are other folks out here who want to be able to mosh. And if you can't do that, get the fuck out of our show. Please don't ever come back. You know, it's just like, that's it. We're drawing lines. If you can't do it, leave. So pretty dope.
And the same can be said like all across the board too. I mean, Kanan and I are fortunate to belong to like those marginalized communities too. So like we understand, like we all collectively have these experiences because of who we are and, you know, things that we've faced because of it and stuff. And there are people who are privileged who haven't had those experiences.
Yeah.
Who still don't understand that they're talking over these voices when they think they're helping or they think they are creating space. It's like, no, you need to listen to what they are saying and then do what they want you to do. You know, just let them speak for themselves. Give them the resource, the platform, whatever it is, to say their truth and say, this is what I'm experiencing because of who I am, and this is what I want you to do to fix it.
Right. Period. And I feel like now more than ever, this shit is just like, it's so relevant, especially when like, you know, especially here in the States, like with this new administration, it's like, okay, well, now that people are like, oh, Trump's gone, like, whoo, cool. Like, you know, the red MAGA is out, the blue MAGA is in. I remember seeing blue MAGA trending and I was like, this is literally why liberals get on my fucking nerves. It's like, what are you doing? What crack did you consume today that you were like blue MAGA? Like, But I'm like, now we're like, running the risk. Well, like, not only are we like off and on, let's be real, historically, always on the brink of having some fascists in office, but like, I think now running the risk of like the neoliberalism and people just going back to sleep and being like, cool, everything's fixed. Now let's all go back to our lattes and our whatever the fuck else, like everything is totally fixed. And it's like, now there's actually plenty to shit on. plenty to critique, plenty to call out.
Yeah.
That's what's scary too. The first step was just getting Trump out of office. Okay, we did that. But people took a step back and was like, we're all good. Everything's fine now. We don't need to. It's like, no, we still have to continue to do shit.
There's so much work
that we need to work on. And there are 4 years for these Trumpers to get stronger and just, like, it's never going to end, like we have to keep doing shit.
Right. I'm like, did we all forget they literally tried to overthrow the government? Is that...
Like that was just forgotten about. Like they were like, oh.
No, that was
here. That was here.
That was Antifa. That wasn't the Trumpers.
It's so funny. You have some of them being like, it was Antifa, and then other ones that are proud being like, no, it was us. Like, it was us, Trumpers, and they're like, no. You know what actually was really funny? I was actually this came up on my phone call with my mother, but I was talking about the fact that like one of the comments was like one of the haters, he said, what did he say? He was like, that dude sounds like a girl, this isn't punk. Let's unpack that first. That dude sounds like a girl, therefore it's not punk. It's just like, one, I'm glad that you're very confused about my gender. That's the most that you deserve. But also it's just like this idea that like, oh, it's a woman.
Yeah.
Or it's too femme, therefore it's literally not punk is what he said.
It's like, let's break down this statement for a second. Like there's all these different
so many bum ass layers. But I feel like, especially for like femme identified folks, and I recognize that too, is also like being somebody who's like more masculine of center. There's a way that I am allowed to wield rage and in ways that I'm like, I know that if I was like more femme, or if, you know what I mean? Like I'd be getting a lot more like, oh my God, she's just a bitch, or she's just angry. Like we don't get that. I still get all the N-words. I still get all the transphobia. I still get all the Islamophobia. I'm still getting all the things. But like, there's never a challenge to whether like how I wield my rage. And it's just like so fucking sexist. It's, it's so trash. But I think that just further like highlights how important and how badass it is that folks like the Lindas, you know what I mean? Like folks out here just naming it, racist, sexist boy, just like naming the things, being like, I'm more punk than you'll ever be. Because you are trash, actually. That's the only genre you can fall into is dumpster fire.
Right, this racist, sexist boy song about a classmate. We were talking about that too, because like they just exploded like with that song, and we were like, can you imagine the kid that sparked that song now? Like he's like 10 years old. Like it's
right.
wild.
And it's like
think of
just
the
probably denying it.
Grown up in to say that comment,
Right. I hope that I hope that growing up he's like, yeah, I got checked really hard when I was young, and that put me on the path to like not be a tool bag. You know what I mean? Like that's what I hope.
Yeah. Some
people either way, all of it is important.
Oh, absolutely. Just all crazy stuff. Like it is really exciting to just see this shift and these changes happening. And I mean, all across the board, your songs talk about this stuff and pushing, the boundaries of like white supremacy and racism, sexism, transphobia, all of these different things. And I think it's special too because the band is collectively from like North Carolina, where all of that stuff is rampant. And I mean, the South is known for that stuff. And being able to speak on that in that environment in a society that's grown up thinking that and still acting on it and all these things is kind of brave in itself, you know, pushing in this hometown. Just, this is what you guys are saying, you know, like, no, this shit isn't going to happen anymore.
It's not. I mean, yeah, North Carolina is you know, it's a variety bag of mostly hot mess shit, but you know, we live in a super dope ass city, and there's actually a couple of spots around here that are pretty, you know, some cities down here that are pretty dope and a lot more inclusive, but like, you know, the scene here is pretty awesome. I mean, we could maybe maybe do to write more state specific songs because we do have our beefs, but generally speaking, you know, and we get this question, you know, we get this question around like how hard is it in North Carolina? It's like, yes, we live in North Carolina, but we live in Durham. We live in Bull City. We live in Chocolate City. It's different. Like the homos are everywhere. Okay. This is a really dope city. It's not that hard here. And what we're talking about, like, yeah, we could probably shit on the state of North Carolina as a whole, but like whatever critique we've got at the state level, we've got at the country level. Yeah. And, you know, it really isn't that much different. Like me running into a white nationalist here, I could run into that motherfucker literally anywhere. And I grew up in New York, and I will tell you, the racism is ever present. It is ever present. You know what I mean? The only difference is like, you know, the racist asshole in New York is not going to be wearing a Confederate shirt, but he's still going to be a racist asshole, to be honest. You know what I mean? And especially growing up a hijabi, you know, like dealt with so much racism and so much Islamophobia all the fucking time. Yeah. And it was really not that much different, to be honest, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're everywhere. And I mean, we're both from Southern California, but Kanan lives in Ventura. I live in Orange County, which, I mean, Orange County in itself is racist. You know, like,
it has issues, yeah.
I don't live near Huntington
you got
Beach,
problems.
but I do know people that go down to those rallies and shit, and I'm just, like, it's one of those things, too, where it's like, you've been around it so much that you don't even think about it, but at the same time, you're like, that's still, like, what the fuck?
It's still fucked up. Yeah, and people have this idea as like California, you know, it's like California, it's like so liberal, so this and that. And it really is. And also, like, I remember I visited, where did I go? I think it was Santa Cruz, maybe? Sus as fuck. I was like, this, you know, I mean, I still had a blast, but I was like, I think it's like close to like some military base or something. Yeah, you know, it's like even in really blue, progressive, whatever, because again, like when you're talking about the issue of white supremacy, it's not just people that are right leaning. Neoliberals are also subscribed to the same shit. Mm-hmm. They just think that they're not, which is a hard conversation to try to have with someone who's like, I'm not racist. I voted for Obama. I've touched a black person's hand before. Like, I'm not racist. My house cleaner is a Latina, you know, and it's just like, bro.
Oh my gosh, I hear that so much. It's like,
you feel what I'm saying? And it's just like,
it's like I have a black friend. I am not racist. Like,
right. And then you meet their black friend, and he's Kanye West in the MAGA hat. Anyways,
you're like, wait, no, it's not that kind. Like, no, you know what? We don't claim him. Like,
right. Oh, that guy was uninvited a long time ago. But you know, it's just like, yeah, you're gonna have the issues, unfortunately, with racism, whether it's Democrat or Republican, like, period. It's like, unless you're like being actively anti-racist, you're going to be doing racist things, whether you're doing it intentionally or not. Yeah. It's going to happen. Just like me as an able-bodied person, I'm going to say ableist things, whether I intend to or not. And the only thing I can do is to try to like educate myself, not put that labor on other folks, and fucking be humble and apologize when I'm being, you know, named on it. It's just like, people just need to just recognize where you are on the like ladder or where you fit in the dynamics of oppression, and just do your part. It's like, it's, you know, it low key gets on my nerves. Actually, I guess it's not low key because I'm in a rageful punk band, but it gets on my nerves when it's like, these just feel like really common decency practices. It's like being mindful of others, being accountable when you fucked up, You know, drink water and free Palestine. Why is this a fucking conversation? Why do I have to fight you on these things?
You find yourself like just
So.
repeating the same thing over and over again because they apply to like all of these different issues. Like we post, we'll have like these like little guides. They're like almost like these mini zines that we make on like issues on like, you know, xenophobia or like victim blaming, like how to be anti-racist and stuff. But every single slide that we have that's last on like how to practice this or like how to uplift, support, whatever, it's like we've gotten to the point now, it's like, do we really need to have this? Because like it's the same shit every time. Like people should know by now.
Go educate yourself. Don't put the labor on the person that you are causing harm to or being problematic to, or who holds the identity that you're saying oppressive shit about. And be accountable.
Just recognize where you
Holy
stand.
shit.
Give space for these people to speak. Don't take offense if they call you out. Like, just fix it. Like, just all of these different things. Like,
just fucking fix it. And if you don't like the way they called you out, maybe check with yourself and be like, do I not like the way they called me out because I'm being fragile, or is it because this person is a fucking dick? You know, it's just like, you can make those choices. Also be like, I hear you, and also you're an asshole. I'm gonna just avoid you. But you're right, but don't ever talk to me again. Like, I'm done.
That's one thing too, like not taking offense to being called out, I think is what a lot of people struggle with, because I think there's so many people that think they're perfect or that they're doing all the things right, and no one is ever going to do everything right. People are going to fuck up. People are going to accidentally misgender someone, or, you know, just say the wrong thing. Like, it's going to happen, unfortunately. But if someone, you know, corrects or calls you out, says, hey, that's not cool, it's just apologize and move on, or fix it.
That's like, just pivot and roll. Like, oh, sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Boop. It's done. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean what I said was wrong? It's like, oh my God, can we not make this a thing where now I gotta hold up your feelings? It's like, but yeah, no, I think it's fucking real. Like, they're right. And it's like, me as an individual, obviously, like, you know, I try to be you know, like I am very like understanding and empathetic to folks who fuck up. Like, it is very human. I am not perfect. I fuck up. I fuck up all the time. It's nobody is perfect. I think it's fine, you know. And also, like, one thing that is important to us in our music is that, like, we're also very unapologetic about just like calling out white supremacy as the system, and like all the, like, you know, we've got some pretty fun and juicy stuff in the pipeline that we know is absolutely going to offend the fuck out of a lot of people. But what's fun about it is we're literally just saying verbatim the things that are actually said about oppressed people. You know what I mean? It's just like, we love to just like subvert all the things, and do it just like no holds, no bars. We're just gonna let it the fuck out, you know? And whoever vibes, and whoever doesn't, goodbye.
I feel like your band is almost like this entity of like politics and like satire, but like it's just this, like, it just, there's so many different components to the band, and just like I think about like what you just said with like these songs are gonna offend people, and you're on this major label that still caters to like these white bands, and you're gonna be like, you know, like it's just all these different things, but like it's so great. Yes. Like, it's just,
I hope to offend so many people on this label. I'm gonna say that right now. Okay.
I really hope you put in the liner notes of, if you come, you know, this new album, that it was made in a toaster.
Recorded in a toaster.
The song was recorded in a toaster at Brett's house. Thank you.
Or just like the cover of it be like all of these different comments from people from the single.
Listen, yes, we are and we shall.
You're like, this is what you said. Here it is.
There you go. Now you can buy it for $20 on a t-shirt. Go fuck yourself.
I love that. I love that so much. Yeah. I mean, what you all are doing, just, it works, and the sound, the message, just how you go about everything is just, it's so great and entertaining, and people vibe with it. Like, it's just awesome. Have such a like little cult following going on. Like, everyone just gets in on it. Like, it's It's like this little community of people that just that shit.
That's the fuck we want. It's like that's what punk is, bro. It's fucking community. We absolutely love it. And also, I've always been like, let's start a cult, dude. Let's start a cult of fucking social justice warrior, snowflake ass, Antifa ass monks who just love punk. You know, let's do it. Let's start a troll religion. So we might do that. No, it's been really dope. Like, you know, I know bands are always like, we have the best fans. We have the best fans. They're all fucking full of shit because monks are like, you know, are literally just like cream of the crop out here, just kicking ass. Because my thing is like, if you could vibe with our shit, get down with our lyrics, regardless of how you identify, you're like, I'm with the shit. So it's like, you're fucking dope. Dave Matthews Band fans are not the best fans in the world. What the fuck is he talking about? Get out of here. Come on. Oh Coldplay fans are the best fans in the world. No. Why? They've done nothing. They've done nothing to accomplish best fan status. Suck a dick. Like, monks are literally the coolest. They're so fucking cool. We love just hanging out with people at shows and just kicking it because we're like, yeah, we're a fucking community. That's what the fuck this is. And it's really dope.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, punk is just such a great, like, base for this shit and just speaking on this shit. Like, you know, like, punks are for the weird. It's the weirdos and the people who, you know, experience a shit and just want to, like, be themselves and punch people in the face if they want to, like, you know, like,
all the freaks, all the goonies, and all the normies that look like normies but are actually freaks and goonies on the inside. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Like,
I love it so much.
Not the chads.
You know what? We should have a disclaimer. This music is not safe for chads.
Yes, if you have a fishing picture on your Facebook, this album might not.
Not for you, bro. If you've got an American flag profile picture, you're probably not going to dig our shit. Let's start there. That's just where we're starting.
You already know.
That's like, yeah.
I mean, you never know. There was actually this dude who posted on our page that was like, I'm a Trump supporter, but I really like your music. And I was like, no, fuck you.
Really, what?
Fuck you. Fuck him.
Like the math doesn't add up.
Sir, how? What do you mean?
Please explain.
All we do is shit on you guys.
The process is just it's not there. There's nothing, like, how did you get there?
How did you get there? It's like the meme of the kid who's like jumping like 5 steps up. It's like, there's so much missing.
The first stair is, I'm a Trump supporter. The last stair is, I love the Muslims. Like,
and then the middle steps are actually not steps. They're just like gone. It's just vacant space.
It's just
like, that makes no like, fucking sense to me.
It's like the first step, the American flag, and then the Muslim.
The last step, the American flag on fire. It's like, I love these things equally. Can't I do that? It's like, I don't know, bro.
There's like a line. There's a little.
I'm confused.
Something happened. Yes. Oh. No, I love it. It's fucking fun.
I mean, if it draws them in, who knows? Maybe
they'll have a
conversation within themselves.
Totally. As long as they don't inbox us for that conversation. It's like, I can see you have feelings you might want to process. Please take that shit to God or your therapist. We don't give a fuck. We're not processing with you at all.
No. It's like when people like ask their like black friend or their gay friend, hey, why do you feel this way?
It's like, the internet can also answer you.
Don't ask friends.
The internet will actually give you PDFs of answers. You could get that instead of bothering me.
Just go to Google and type in the little search bar.
That question you just asked me? Go ahead and write that shit down. Take it to the internet. Type it in there and hit enter, okay?
It will give you a million results if you type in the exact same question.
The exact same question. And it won't roll its eyes at you like I am now.
I love that. That's another thing too that like I think people can be unaware of when having those conversations. It's like you need to know what's okay and what's not okay, like, you know, in terms of like the approach, like,
Yeah.
do the research yourself, take in the information, don't rely on your friends or whoever to give you the information just because.
Right. Unless they offer it. There are people out there that are like, hey, come up to me, touch my hair. I'm not these people. Touch my hair, ask me these questions. I will answer all the things for you. And I'm like, you're a brave bitch, but I won't. But I'm like, there are people that are offering that. Go talk to those folks. There are so many different varieties and flavors of like anti-racism training and blah blah blah, and you know, and DEI and DEI and DEI. It's like, go find some shit, bro. You know, don't come to us because we're a punk band. Okay, we're not gonna give you any handouts. We're not gonna give you some worksheet to figure this out. We're just gonna like mock you and then probably block you. Okay, that's what you're gonna get.
You're gonna have
mocked and blocked.
a set of questions at the door of the show. However you answer those questions is going to determine whether you come in.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. We got to make it more complex. It can't be like, do you think Black Lives Matter? We can't do that. We can't do that because people, every motherfucker has got a Black Lives Matter sign and they're still calling the police on homeless people. So that's not a lift anymore, unfortunately. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what the question would be. I'll think of something funny. Let's get that.
I don't know. I will say though, like, I thought of TikTok when we were just talking about that, because I feel like TikTok has been such a great resource for people and has started so many conversations with just everything, you know, like I'll be scrolling and I'll come across a TikTok of like a girl who's just asking like, hey, I want to do this, but I don't know if it's appropriate because I'm, you know, white or because I'm this.
Right.
Like, I want to know if it's okay first before I go ahead and do it.
That's so fucking dope.
Yeah. I love it.
So cool. Yeah.
And, like, people are genuinely like, hey, like, I'm a part of this culture. Like, it's okay if you do this, but please don't do this because that's part of like some, you know, thing that
right.
sacred, and you know, it's great. I feel like TikTok has opened up such a great platform for people to really learn and digest and just get news and, you know, just everything.
Right. I love when folks can actually participate in culture sharing. Like it's so rare because of the way like shit's set up. It's usually like appropriative or something like that. But like, I love when I actually see people being able to like share in each other's culture, share in each other. It's like, it's just so fucking beautiful, you know, like outside of with homies, you know, it's like, I have like a pretty like multiracial group of homies and like, we can do that. But I mean, just like even more broadly, like as part of a community, like it's just it's so awesome. And we're going to get there, and punk is going to help take us there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely get there. Punk will probably be like the first place for that stuff to happen. I mean, it's already happening, but we just keep going and keep pushing and start those changes, and it'll be good, hopefully.
I love it. Soundtrack to the riot.
Yes, people will be playing "Fuck These Fucking Fascists" as they're out rioting. And
you know what I want? I want somebody to pick that as their wedding song. Be like, oh babe, our jam, remember that time we went to Oh my god, that would be so epic.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you kind of answered this one, but I do want to know like what has been the best reaction to like your music. Like what has been like one of the best things that you've like heard from someone?
Oh man, I mean, like genuinely sincere best things, like dude, there's actually like quite a couple, because like people, you know, I really love when folks like hit us up and just like are spilling their guts in like really authentic ways. It just warms my whole soul, makes me tingly. But I remember we got this message from someone that was like, I grew up only listening to hip hop and R&B until I found y'all, and I love y'all's music, and now I also listen to punk, you know. And for me, especially like growing up in communities that people are like, oh, you like rock, that's so white, or you like this, that's so white, you know. And it's, of course it's not like across the board, but to see someone that did grow up kind of like just within these like two very black genres, predominantly black genres, like to be like, oh, y'all are the artist that turned me on to a new genre. Like, that's fucking powerful and fucking amazing, like I was part of the generation of young black kids that got turned on to like alt and rock and punk through Linkin Park, like so many other people, because they were doing genre blending, and it was like, what? Oh my God, this is so kick-ass. And we were like headbanging and stuff, and like that's the experience of so many folks. And it's actually really cool to to find that out. Like, actually so many young black folks got turned on to alt music through Linkin Park, and it was like, holy shit, really, and so it's really cool to just like find that from somebody else. And then so that's one message that personally touched home for me. We've gotten hit up by like queer Muslims, especially like closeted queer Muslims, that are like, I never in my life would have thought that I would see like a queer Muslim punk band, like saying all the things, doing all the things, being out loud. Like, y'all make me want to feel that brave, you know what I mean? And I'm like crying, like, oh my God, like it's just the fucking sweetest, it's the sweetest thing to ever receive. And it's like, because that's what we want, it's like we're like I don't know, just trying to like, maybe the word is like vindicate. We want to feel vindicated of like our childhoods that felt fucked up or oppressive, and be like, we're going to give this to other people like us, other people that are not like us, but experience some type of, like felt othered or whatever. And so that's been really cool. Like, yeah, people of like shared identities or even different identities just being like, whoa, like you guys have like brought me to punk music for the first time, or like, I never thought I'd be able to see myself in a punk band. And then every now we get messages also from like, particularly white dudes also just being like, I never thought about this shit like this. Like, super grateful for y'all for just like saying it as it is. I never really thought about it like that. That's really cool, And it's like, that's what the fuck we want to do, It's pretty awesome. And then you have, classic bangers like, was this recorded in a toaster? That warms my spirit. This isn't punk because that dude sounds like a girl. What'd you say?
I said, if you don't use that somewhere, like a toaster, sure, or just like something, like it's got to,
maybe look like a tape recorder, but it's also a toaster.
Make like almost like a parody version of like the Beastie Boys cover where they're in like the sardine tin, but you guys are like in a toaster, like it just popped out.
And that's us. That's us. I want to be like, sir, actually, we identify as toaster. We were born as toasters. So, oh my God, no, it's great. And then every now and then we get to like, we got this one recently that said, fuck you, I'm not a Nazi. And I was like, I love it. I love that you came in our inbox just to say that. Because who was talking to you? Who are you? Fuck you, I'm not a Nazi. It's like, sir, you took this very personally, and I just want to say my eyebrows are raised about this message because you sound like a thing that rhymes with Yahtzee.
How did you get there? Like, what did that in your brain? Like, why did you,
What brought you to our DMs to proclaim that you're not a Nazi? Bring it to your therapist or God again.
Feel better now after hitting send. Did that take it off your list? Like,
right. I just screenshot it and delete it. I was like, nice. This is funny. Delete so much shit. Oh, sorry. You had another question.
Just like a wrap-up question, kind of like what's next for you all, and what do we have to look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, what's next for us? Some things we can't say because we like to gaslight. Some questions we won't answer, Maury. But what else? We're gonna, I will say we've got some content in the pipeline, some pretty exciting stuff. And maybe a part 2 to the music video. Maybe. We'll see. We're sorting that out. But yeah, definitely. So juicy content, maybe video part 2, definitely more gaslighting. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, also, you know, we're going to start a religion called Troll or something like that. We're going to start a cult with the monks because we have to do that, you know. We're going to be like the, you know, like you look at these like insurgent ass white guys who are like walking around with fucking like ammo and armor and all this shit, like looking super intense, like they're ready for war, but you know, they just like been collecting the shit for like 10 years in their mom's house, you know. But like, I'm like, I want to start an anti to that. Not like Antifa or anything, but just, you know, a punk version of people that are just hype as shit, that are cohesive as shit, that are like politically aligned as fuck mostly. And, you know, we'll always make sure the moshes are inclusive. That's what the fuck we want.
You should have like in this troll cult, like little badges that like people can collect, like
idea.
Cool. Here's a badge. I, you know, did this. Here's another badge. Like,
this is a great idea. I'm literally gonna write this down because that's a great idea. And it's like if you,
and then it's like people at your shows have like all these little badges, and they can like talk about like what they did, and then it's like this whole community of people that are just like,
shut the fuck up. That's the best idea of my life. I'm really
mic drop. There we go.
Drop it right on my Mac. Ah! Oh no! Oh my god, no! That is a great idea. I love it. They could get like, if you send us screenshots of you trolling a bunch of like right-wing ass bootlickers, you get a badge.
Yes. If you take a picture or a video of you flipping off someone while the song is playing.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Send us a little clip of you cruising past a police station with your middle finger as you're blasting, you know, fuck these fucking fascists. You get a badge.
If you punch a Nazi, you get 5 badges.
You give a homeless person a $20 bill, you get a badge.
That's perfect. See? Like all these little
I love this. Great.
I'm gonna write these down. Oh my god. Don't worry, I'll give you credit. I'm gonna be like, this idea was actually birthed by Raven. So show some motherfucking, put some respect on her check. Sorry. I don't know your pronouns. I'm sorry. Yes, badges for the cult.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna have your own community of people.
This has been really sweet. This is really great.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
And also, there's this really dope artist that's down for giving out some cheap monk unicorn tattoos at our shows.
I love that.
I'm super stoked.
Yes. Another badge.
Yes.
It's gonna be so great.
That's it. That's
a
badge.
Man.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Take place.
Well, cool. Do you want to like plug your socials and like where everyone can find you? I don't know if you actually want to do that with, you know, all the trolls.
Oh, find us, bro. We love it. just expect to see your crusty ass photo on a t-shirt or something. But yeah, so find us, the Muslims. You can find us online at www.themuslims.com. All of our social handles are actually the Muslims because that's how Americans say it. So instead of MUSLIMS, it's MUZLIMZ. So at the Muslims, that's pretty much all of our shit. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Absolutely. I had a blast. This was awesome. I'm excited to see it.
Fuck these fucking fascists, fucking family.